Hi guys, today I need some girl time, and so I'm going to record a video and talk about some new products I picked up, some new fashion pieces, although I don't necessarily consider myself horribly fashionable, but I do like some pretty things. So we're going to have a little bit of girl time. I don't have my coffee with me, but we'll pretend that we're having a coffee talk. Coffee talk. We're doing some coffee talk. 10 points to you if you get that reference. Anyway, let's get started with what I picked up recently. I'll just deal with what's in my lap because I have a lot. One of the first things I picked up was a Boston Red Sox t-shirt. It's just a simple t-shirt, short sleeves. I actually like this because it's got longer sleeves. So I found it at TJ Maxx for like $15. It's really comfortable. I think I have more blush on one side, but you know, whatever. It's really comfortable. I've already worn it once. I've had this stuff for a little while. I did film a haul and the lighting was awful, so I'm doing it again. But I love it. It was super comfortable. 15 bucks, TJ Maxx, can't go wrong. Next thing, I've also worn a few times. I've Instagrammed this, and you know, I've said it before, you really should follow me on Instagram if you're on Instagram, because I do have quite an eclectic mix of things going on there. So I did post these. Woot woot. These are the Era 59, Era 55, 59 I think, Vans in leopard print. They are dirty because I have worn them a few times. I've actually worn these to work because I work in that kind of a place that I can do that. Really comfortable. The only thing is they come up really high up here and they're a little bit narrow here, so they rubbed on my heel, but as I break them in and you know, each time I wear them, they get a little bit better. So I bought these off Zappos. They were on sale for $43, $44, and I think they're usually like $55 or something like that. So super stoked. They're super comfortable and something I'm gonna enjoy in the summer. And the other piece of clothing that I purchased was this top. I love this top. It's long. It's by Calvin Klein. Also picked it up at TJ Maxx. It was $35, it's originally $70. It's this really cool ombre gradient from this hot red color to a black and white, gray and white snakeskin. It's like a camp style shirt, so it buttons all the way down the front. I also Instagrammed a photo of me wearing it, so definitely check that out. But I've worn it several times. I'm absolutely in love with it, so definitely a good find. And now, I'm trying to minimize the amount of time you see the side of my head. I don't know why I've been so bad at that. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? I can do it. Kind of. Okay. So, I purchased, I love BaubleBar. It's fantastic. I really got into it around the time Marnie, Miss Gold Girl, was getting into it because she talked about it all the time. Still does. She's got a, you know, great collection. They do a buried bauble on Fridays, and then they do a buried bauble is $10. So you just you sign up for emails, you get the email, and then they send you a link. Basically, it's not like you have to go hunting for it. And then that's $10, and then the platinum bauble is $20. And a few weeks ago, this was the platinum bauble, and I loved it and I bought it. It's crystal, and it's gold, and it's called the Zodiac, I think, and they now have it in several colors. It's just a perfect shape. It's not as big as a traditional statement necklace, but it's still really pretty, and I loved it, and so I bought it. They all come with these nice little pouches. Quality is always really great. Very impressed with them thus far. And then I went to Ulta. And I'll do this first. I went to CVS on a lunch. I'm sorry, those bags, notorious for being loud. I went to CVS on a lunch break, and because it was just one of those days, gotta get out. And I'm on the bed again. I'm gonna fix this, I swear. I went and found the Milani new Lip Intense Liquid Color. Picked one up. This is number 2 Pink Rave. Really love the texture. I haven't worn it out yet. It's got a sponge tip applicator, but it's a little firm. But let me tell you, the color is so pretty. I don't think I own anything quite like it. It's a thinner texture, but yet it's not like watery thin. Oh, this color. Look at that. It can be built up really nicely. It's just such a beautiful color. So I'm going to really enjoy wearing this with minimal eye makeup, but a lot of mascaras, a lot of bronzer, and then this lip. And I think that'll be really good for the summer. So then the bulk of the damage was done at Ulta. So let's begin. I picked up, I had a 20% off coupon, so that's where I went with it. I didn't need any, like there wasn't any major prestige purchase that I picked up. There's a few pieces, but it's not like I went out and bought a bunch of palettes or anything. So I bought Q-tips for one thing. These are the best Q-tips, the Johnson & Johnson. They're far better than Q-tip brand, as well as many other brands. So Kristen Game mentioned this, as well as I think Miss Lola Lynn did too. So really good. I had been using them for a while. It was just nice to hear some validation. I repurchased some Boots No. 7 Quick Thinking wipes. These are my face wipes that I keep on hand. I bought, don't know what's going on there. Okay. I bought another CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in Very Black. Not the waterproof. I do not buy the waterproof. And then I bought my second favorite of all time, the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly in Blackest Black. Blackest Black. Love this. And both of those were repurchases. And then I decided to try something that I'd heard a lot about, and I'm screwing it up. So I bought the Jergens BB Body Cream. There's the box, in case you're wondering. That's what it comes in. There's the product. And of course I bought mine in all light skin tones. And I have used it, and so this is kind of a first impressions video as well for what I have used. I like it. I don't particularly care for the way it smells. It's not enough to keep me from using it, but I'm not crazy about it. It makes my skin feel great, you know, very smooth and moisturized feeling, but it's not particularly dramatic. I think it's dramatic, or not dramatic, but I think it's more noticeable. The effects of this lotion are more noticeable when you've got kind of more even skin tone anyway. I have very, very fair skin. I have scars on my legs. I have other imperfections that would probably be covered if I self-tanned or something like that. But since I don't regularly, this isn't dramatic, and I wasn't expecting it to be. I just would have liked to have been pleasantly surprised. And then I had been watching Marnie Miss Gold Girl, who also has very dry skin, and she was talking about something she mixed in with her foundation that she was loving. And I just lost the lid. Anyway, this is the Magic Lumi from L'Oreal Light Infusing Primer. It's very small, but it is a great luminizer. It's really pretty. I've been mixing it in. I really wanted to give something like this a shot. I really had been wanting to try the MAC Strobe Cream or the lotion. I'm not sure which one I wanted. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. No. But I love this because even though I have incredibly dry skin, I also have larger pores, like right in this area. And a lot of things, most things, will just make them stand out more. So I've been using this. I've been mixing it in with my Studio Skin from Smashbox. and I've been enjoying it. So NYX was having a buy one get one half off sale at Ulta, or Ulta was having that off of NYX. I bought 2 new butter glosses, and this one, the light one, is Fortune Cookie. I'm wearing that now. It's very, very nude, very sheer. It's right up my alley. I'll do a swatch. And then the other one is called Angel Food Cake. And it's really, really pretty, but it's not the kind of color that I gravitate to as much as I want to. Let's say it that way. So it's this really pretty like mauve color on the packaging. So keep in mind that everything looks redder than it is in real life on my camera. This is Fortune Cookie, and this is Angel Food Cake. Beautiful color on my hand. I don't know, I just need to play with it some more, I guess. But fantastic formula. If you haven't tried these, please do yourself a favor and try them if that's your thing. They're so worth it. They're so good. So let's see. I'll save the best for last. I bought a couple of blushes. I bought several, actually. I don't know what it was, but I finally tried the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush, the creamy, like smushy blush. This is number 45 in Orchid Hush. And I wanted something a little lilac and light. This color, it's beautiful, I think. It is a little tough to get it to show up on my skin. I do have to wear a lot of it, which isn't really a problem. I mean, I do wear a lot of blush anyway. It's right there. Let's see. And once I do build it up, I like it. But that's it. See how pale it is? It's still really pretty though. I wanted something that was kind of radiant orchid-esque. But anyway, and then I actually paired that blush from Maybelline, the Dream Bouncy one, with this one. I put this on top of it. This is the Essence Silky Touch Blush, which is a really great formula, and you really should try it. It's all of like $1.99, $1.89. This color is number 10, Adorable. Really pale pink. Let's see. I think that's fairly true to color. I actually put this on top of it. So there's that. They're incredibly similar. One's just a little more blue than the other one. So, hold on. I swatched this in the worst place. This is the Essence, and this is the Maybelline. So they're so close, but they actually work really well together and kind of intensify. This intensifies the other one really nicely. So, big fan of that one. And let me look and see. I'm missing something. Okay, so got the blushes. I also picked up a concealer. I have been using my L'Oreal, like the crayon concealer, and I like it, but it was getting a little dry looking. My skin was especially dry, and so I wanted something with some coverage, but liquid, I guess. And I picked up the 24-hour Superstay 24 concealer from Maybelline, which I've had before, but it's been a really long time, and I decided to try it again. I don't like it. I'm gonna use it some more and kind of play around with it, but I really don't like the texture. It is very, very dry for a liquid concealer. Does that make sense? Great coverage, fantastic coverage, which is what I remembered about it, but it does not make my skin look good. So if you've got oily skin, you might really like this. Like I said, I'll play around with it a little bit more, but you know, we'll see. Okay, now on to probably two of my favorite things I purchased. If you have been in Ulta recently, you might have seen that both Pop Beauty and Cargo are 50% off. Definitely head over there if you haven't stopped by. There's some fantastic products for a really great price. Now, last time I was over there, I was told by a friend of mine that they were just going online. So as far as I know, they're not being discontinued from Ulta altogether. They're just going to be online only brands. It was Cargo especially, and both of them really, were brands that I always had a really hard time selling. Or it's not that I had a hard time selling them, because I loved them, so I could sell them once people heard about them. But it was the fact that people hadn't really heard that much about them. You know, I know Pop has been around for a while, as well as Cargo, but I feel like they were bigger maybe in the early 2000s or something like that. But they're great brands. They have great quality. They just, brand awareness is not strong for them. So I did buy a lipstick and a blush. The lipstick I purchased is the Essential Lip Color, which comes in these boxes, and I bought Napa, and it looks like this. It's really pretty. It's this beautiful dark vampy berry color. Like, I cannot get enough of this color. The color, the lipstick is super pigmented, super pigmented. Stays on really, really well. I wore it the other day to work. Isn't that awesome? Like, I love that color. It's, and that seems, I think that's fairly true to color, what's that showing up. It's so vampy without being too dark, like being just a little bit, it's you know, without being on that edge of, ooh. But it was definitely close. But it's a beautiful lip color. I wore it with my clear lip liner from Urban Decay. I think it's called Ozone. And to kind of help keep everything in the lines, it was just awesome. Really, really recommend these. They have, every single shade they make is incredibly pigmented. They have a really beautiful red shade called called Paris. It's gorgeous. It's this deep 40s red. I just absolutely love it. I just have something so close to it that there was no point in me buying it. Highly recommend those. But probably not as much as I recommend these blushes. These blushes from Cargo are phenomenal. You've heard, if you've watched videos or whatever, you've probably heard me talk about the Swimmables water resistant blush in Bali. It's this beautiful, beautiful neutral pink with a blue iridescent tone to it. So it's got this sheen to it without being glittery or anything like that. You can't discern the shimmer so much, as it just gives you this glow. I love it, love it, love it. So considering these were 50% off, I decided to just go for it, and I picked up Los Cabos, which is what I'm wearing. It's a fantastic summer blush, and it's this gorgeous shade. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. It's so smooth. It's a perfect peachy coral with a subtle gold shimmer running through it. I mean, it really comes across as more of a sheen on your face. Oh, I love that. It looks like more of a sheen as opposed to a like actual shimmer, sparkle. You know, there's nothing sparkly about it. Oh, I love these. I really, really, and they're so, I love them, and I always recommend them, but they're not so pigmented that they're hard to work with. That's what I love probably the most. You know, Tarte makes some excellent blushes as far as their pigmentation goes, but they're almost too pigmented, and I find them hard to work with. And I own one that I've had for years, but I don't really care for it that much. I don't reach for it that often because they're so stiff and dry. But this is just super smooth. That's the swatch blended out. Just love this. Absolutely love it. So I highly recommend those Cargo products. I did buy a while back some of the Pop nail polishes, which I've heard amazing things about, but I haven't tried it yet. And I think I did an Instagram haul on that one, so check that out. If you are interested in my Instagram, it is New Shine Beauty. I try and post as frequently as possible. Some weeks are more than others, but I definitely love to post my Insta hauls. So that's all I've picked up recently. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, night, week, whatever, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do, I'm thinking I'm gonna do an empties video. I've got some packaging, some products that I've been hanging on to for a while and they kind of need to go. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do, and I might do some reviews after that. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I totally forgot. Thank you to the new subscribers I have. I really, really appreciate it. I'm kind of flabbergasted that people are actively subscribing to me. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you're getting something out of all of this, out of this chatter. If you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like to know, please feel free to leave a comment with the videos, and I will answer them as quickly as possible. And possibly, you know, if you have a video request, if there's a product you want me to review, definitely leave that in the comment and I'll get right on it. So thank you so much for watching these videos. If you like what you see, subscribe and thumbs up, just in case you didn't know what a thumbs up looks like. And I will see you guys soon, okay?